Hey guys, what is up? DJ here. It has been a long time. I've only just managed to get my my camera and setup back to how I want it. I did have the camera on the side of the helmet, but I couldn't use the microphone with it. So I ordered this chin mount, and it seems pretty good so far. I mean, the only thing I can't do on my variant is close the visor properly with the mount on, because the straps go over the chin. But it's not too bad. Might feel it a bit more going a bit faster. We got this nice little red case as well, CNC. So, a little update on life. I'm currently riding a GSR750, but it's not mine. It's a courtesy bike, hire bike, whatever. A couple of weeks ago I got knocked off my KTM 990 SM, and it's currently at the garage waiting for the insurers to sort everything out. So just waiting for a couple of bits and bobs from them. I was basically filtering through traffic at about, I don't know, 15-20 miles an hour, about this speed. I literally got to the back end of his car and he decided to just pull out in the middle of the road. Yeah, I was filtering through traffic, everybody had stopped. I was doing about 15 to 20 max. Got to the back end of his car and he just fucking pulled out. I didn't have time to react or anything. Not bad. And I had a couple of witnesses saying that it was obviously his fault because he wanted to turn into a right-hand junction, but he actually pulled out too early to overtake some cars and then pull into the junction. So, I mean, I wasn't speeding or anything. I sent off my statement, the witnesses sent their statements, and now we got, I think there was only the one that they had, and now he's managed to come up with a witness statement as well. So now they're like, well, we still don't know whose fault it was. Ah, fucking great. So hopefully they get my second witness statement and then go from there. I mean, I don't mind if it goes 50-50 as long as I can get the bike repaired. It's all left-hand side damage, all the usual plastics, headlight, mudguard, gear lever. Bit sad really. This thing's, it's alright, it's not too bad. It was a decision between this, well no, between the GSR 1000 and the KTM 1000, the 990. I'm sort of glad I went for the KTM really. The KTM's a lot more flickable. I have a lot more fun riding it. It's more of a sat up position. Even though this is a naked sports, I'm still sort of hunched over a little bit. It's quite comfortable to ride, it's quite smooth. The power is very smooth. It's just a detuned Gixxer engine basically. I mean, on paper they reckon it'll do 140, and I think it does a little bit more than that. It's really quiet. I hate having a quiet bike, nobody hears you coming. Sometimes that's a good thing, I suppose. But yeah, it's not a bad little bike. The missus doesn't like it on the back. She said the rear seats are uncomfortable, which I can believe. The rider seat's nice and soft though. Since I've had the bike, I think it's probably coming up 3 weeks now, I've done about 700 miles on it. It's got to be. So the only thing I like about this is it's comfortable and it's great on fuel. I can get up to 50 miles of the gallon. That's just like riding it very slowly everywhere. I mean, I'm up to 46.8 now. Because I mean, when you go onto the bypasses and you accelerate, it does go down slightly. Fucking idiots. But I think if I was going to go for the GSR, it would have to be the Thou. I imagine the Thou's a lot better. A bit sportier. But they are brilliant, cracking looking bikes. You wouldn't need to change much to make it your own, really. Tail tidy, exhaust system, different mirrors, smaller indicators maybe. So hopefully with the insurers they pay out for obviously their damages, injuries and whatnot. I wasn't too badly hurt. I think I wrote his car off with my body. Well, to be fair, the bike weighs just under 200 kilos, so that would have put a hefty dent in the side of his Citroen DS3. But yeah, it hurt my back and my neck, my arm, my leg. I basically held on to the bike. The bike sort of completely pushed the bike like that and then tipped over onto the left side. I was still holding on to the bastard thing. But could have been worse. And do you know what he said when I got up off the floor? He came over to help me lift the bike, and of course he couldn't lift the bike because it's a fucking vaginal passage. And he said to me, he said, "Sorry mate, I should have looked in my mirrors." Now when he said that, I didn't quite know whether to just let it brush off or punch him in the head, but I let it slide. And obviously I didn't have my camera on, so I can't prove anything that he said or did be done. So that's why I thought, nah, right, I'm getting the camera back out. A lot of people I watch on YouTube and stuff now, they've stopped doing their videos and that. It's quite sad. They very, very rarely post videos at all now. Adrian Nickelodeon, Apple Von Crumble. Quite a few of my friends, they don't do videos anymore, or they don't post very often. I think it's since YouTube decided you need a certain amount of subscribers and things. I mean, I've only got 330. It doesn't really bother me. I like doing it. It's good fun. Editing's a pain in the ass, especially when you're talking about something and you get distracted and completely forgot what the fuck you were talking about. Just life shit at the moment. I was going to do a couple of how-to videos, but I couldn't be bothered. It's quite a lot of hassle when nobody's really well, people are watching YouTube, but it's mainly for music and stuff. That's why YouTube have made that app, their own music app now, and just for bloody music. Or you can watch KSI and Logan Paul's fight and all that sort of stuff. Very few vloggers. Oh, God, I don't know why I came this way. Well, I suppose I don't know what it's going to be like going down the bypass, because I've got my visor cracked slightly, so there's going to be a lot of wind coming through there. But we shall see. Look at that, look at that bad boy. Oh my fucking God, one more bastard red light, I'm gonna fucking flip. Yeah, I mean the GSR, it pulls well. You gotta keep the revs high though. When I went from my KTM onto this and I tried to overtake somebody, I was in 4th or 5th, because you can literally do 30 and 6 on this. It's just so smooth. Whereas the KTM would be like buckaroo if you're in 6 trying to do 30, it'd try and throw you off. You're jumping, skipping everywhere. I mean, look, let's have a look. Right, so I'm in 6 now, and it's just smooth. But yeah, I went to overtake somebody, I think I was in 4th or 5th, and unlike the KTM when you can just whack the throttle back and it goes, this doesn't. It's like, oh, okay, come on then, let's go. So I had to slap it down 2 or 3 gears, completely forgetting the inline 4s. You just need to be screaming if you want to go past. It's good fun. I do miss the KTM though.